after his victory Saturday over Waleed, Dalton Smith basically came out and said that he would like to fight the winner of Sandro Martin or Alberto Puello, which would be a good fight. I think Puello versus Martin is going to be an excellent fight. Should be a good style matchup too. If Dalton Smith's able to get in the ring with both of those guys, I think that'll be the quickest chance, swiftest chance for him to get a belt at 140. It'll be difficult to go any other direction with like Tiafimo, these other guys at 140. Rayo, he's basically staying in his position in the rankings. He was going to go try to get a fight with Adam Azim last year, but it didn't work out. So basically, Dalton Smith stayed where he's at. He let the Liam Paro situation play out. Matias, all those guys with Hitchens, and he took this route with Puello and with Martin, and it looks like a good direction. I knew that he was gonna be able to either go that direction or this direction. You also have Barbosa, who's out there in the mix at 140. It's like a little mini tournament going on, and they're gonna make sure that each guy has an opportunity to do what they have to at each weight class. They're not gonna just leave them out there hanging. They don't let them be able to obtain that title, because at that point, a lot of people feel like they're getting leapfrogged and they're getting passed up in certain situations. If Dalton Smith's able to come out here and get a fight with Puello or Martin, his career is going to be in a whole nother direction. He's not going to have to wait around on people. He's going to be moving forward with his career. But 140 needs to have something going still. Like, he has to keep going because it's starting to slow down in a lot of ways. A lot of these guys aren't really in the mix like they were before. We have Puello, he's waiting around. It's going to be almost like 9 months since he fought by the time he gets in the ring. Haney's going to be a year. Ryan Garcia's going to be a year. Bacoli is going to be like 8 or 9 months. So a lot of these guys been out for about 8 or 9 months. So they need to get in the mix very fast and, get these title fights going. That's why it's so much of an urgency right now. Not so much a rush, but they just want to make sure everything's clear. That's why Pitbull, with the Ryan situation, I knew that was going to be tricky because the terms weren't really set, and they just came to him about accepting the fight. I didn't hear anything about deep negotiations, but when they was talking to him about accepting the fight, he's like, kind of busy right now. Don't really want to stack my cards like that. I've done that before in the past, and it just didn't work out. Just put more pressure on me. So let me focus on this tough fight I have coming up. And that's what Dalton Smith did. He didn't go out here calling out a whole bunch of names when he's not in a position to focus on it. And by the time he got in position to focus on it, that's what he's doing now. He wants the big fights, the title fights. And that would be a good situation for him to fight Sandro Martin or Puello at 140. I think he deserves it. A lot of other guys aren't really trying to be in the mix. We have Kenneth Sims still out there. I think he would have been in the driver's seat for that if he wouldn't have had this postponement, situation with the injury that happened in November. I think Golden Boy would still be able to put him in the mix. They still have Oscar Duarte and a lot of other guys around who's still floating out there. But, this is a good opportunity for a lot of guys at 140. I think Dawson Smith's at the top of that right now.